সম্মানিত
السلام عليكم ورحمة الله وبركاته. أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم. بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم. والعصر إن الإنسان لفي خسر إلا الذين آمنوا وعملوا الصالحات وتواصوا بالحق وتواصوا بالصبر. অর্থ সময়ের কসম, নিশ্চয়ই মানুষ ক্ষতির মধ্যে নিমজ্জিত আছে, কিন্তু তারা ব্যতীত যারা এক আল্লাহর প্রতি ঈমান আনয়ন করে, নেক আমাল করে এবং পরস্পর সত্য ও ধৈর্যের উপদেশ দান করে।
ধন্যবাদ স্যারকে কোরআন থেকে তেলাওয়াত নিয়ে আসার জন্য। সম্মানিত সুধী, এখন জাতীয় সঙ্গীত পরিবেশ। আমি উপস্থিত সকলকে সবিনয় অনুরোধ জানাচ্ছি দাঁড়িয়ে জাতীয় সঙ্গীত পরিবেশনের জন্য। ধন্যবাদ সকলকে দাঁড়িয়ে জাতীয় সঙ্গীত পরিবেশনের জন্য।
সবাইকে একটু অ্যালার্ট করেন, এইটা মাস্টার কেন সামনে তো ঘুরতে যাওয়া নুয়ে যেতে
সুধীবৃন্দ, আমরা জাতীয় সঙ্গীত পরিবেশন শেষ করলাম। এখন স্বাগত বক্তব্যের পালা। স্বাগত বক্তব্য নিয়ে এসেছেন জনাব গোলাম মোস্তফা। প্রতিষ্ঠাকালীন অধ্যক্ষ ও পরিচালক, আনন্দ মাল্টিমিডিয়া স্কুল অ্যান্ড কলেজ। আমি স্যারকে অনুরোধ করছি তার স্বাগত বক্তব্য নিয়ে আসার জন্য।
أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم আজকের সুন্দর আয়োজন বাৎসরিক বিতর্ক প্রতিযোগিতা। এই অনুষ্ঠানে উপস্থিত আনন্দ মাল্টিমিডিয়া স্কুলের সম্মানিত ডিরেক্টর নজরুল ইসলাম, উপস্থিত আছেন আনন্দ মাল্টিমিডিয়া স্কুলের সম্মানিত শিক্ষক শিক্ষিকাবৃন্দ, আমাদের সম্মানিত অভিভাবক বৃন্দ এবং যাদেরকে নিয়ে আজকের এই সুন্দর আয়োজন, আমাদের বৃন্দ, সাংবাদিক বৃন্দ এবং যারা কর্মকৌশলী রয়েছেন, সকলকে আসসালামু আলাইকুম ওয়া রাহমাতুল্লাহ। আজকের দিনটি আমাদের জন্য একটি স্মরণীয় দিন এবং ইনশাআল্লাহ স্মরণীয় দিন হয়ে থাকবে আমরা আশা করছি। এখন আমাদের ছেলে মেয়েগুলো বেশ কিছুদিন যাবৎ এত বেশি পরিশ্রম করেছে আজকের এই আয়োজনটির জন্য, সাথে আমাদের শিক্ষক শিক্ষিকা বৃন্দ এবং স্কুলের সঙ্গে যারা জড়িত রয়েছেন প্রত্যেকেই তারা যথেষ্ট পরিমাণে এটার পিছনে শ্রম দিয়েছেন, কাজ করেছেন। আনন্দ মাল্টিমিডিয়া স্কুল, আমরা সবসময় আশা করি যে আমাদের ছেলে মেয়েরা আজকে যারা পড়াশোনা করবে তারা ভবিষ্যতে এই দেশ তথা এই জাতির তথা সারা বিশ্বের নেতৃত্ব দান করবে। নেতৃত্বের গুণাবলী অর্জনের জন্য এই ডিবেটটি অত্যন্ত গুরুত্বপূর্ণ। এর মাধ্যমে তারা কিভাবে কথা বলতে হয়, কিভাবে উপস্থাপন করতে হয়, কিভাবে ক্রিটিক্যাল থিঙ্কিং করতে হয়, কিভাবে যুক্তি খণ্ডন করতে হয়, কিভাবে অনেক মানুষের সামনে নিজেকে তুলে ধরতে হয়, এই সকল গুণাবলীগুলো তারা তার মাধ্যমে শিখে। আমরা বিগত দিনে দেখেছি আমাদের ডিবেটর যারা অংশগ্রহণ করেছে তারা আমাদের এখান থেকে পাশ করে যখন বিভিন্ন কলেজ এবং ইউনিভার্সিটিতে ভর্তি হয়েছে তারা তার ধারাবাহিকতা অব্যাহত রেখেছে এবং কর্মজীবনে যারা চলে গেছে তারা প্রত্যেকেই নিজস্ব জায়গাতে সেই নেতৃত্বের আসনটি তারা দখল করে নিয়েছে শুধুমাত্র এই কোয়ালিটিগুলো অর্জন করার কারণে। এই অনুষ্ঠানটি অত্যন্ত গুরুত্বপূর্ণ বিধায় আমরা লেখাপড়ার পাশাপাশি এটার প্রতি গুরুত্ব দিয়ে থাকি এবং নিয়মিত আমরা এটা পরিচালনা করে আসছি। আমরা আশা করছি ভবিষ্যতেও আল্লাহর রহমতে আনন্দ মাল্টিমিডিয়া স্কুল তার ধারাবাহিকতা বজায় রাখবে আপনাদের সহযোগিতা দিতে। আজকে যারা এত পরিশ্রম করেছেন এবং আমাদের সাথে শেষ পর্যন্ত যারা থাকবেন, এর সাথে আমাদের সম্মানিত অতিথিবৃন্দ যারা রয়েছেন, মডারেটর যারা বিভিন্ন কলেজ এবং ইউনিভার্সিটি থেকে আমাদের মাঝে এসে উপস্থিত হয়েছে, তারা এখন অলরেডি আমাদের স্কুলে আছে, কিছুক্ষণের মধ্যে তারা মঞ্চে এসে উপস্থিত হবে। আমরা তাদেরকেও স্বাগত জানাচ্ছি, তারা দূর থেকে কষ্ট করে এসেছে সেজন্য তাদেরকে ধন্যবাদ জানাচ্ছি। পরিশেষে যারা এই টোটাল কর্মকাণ্ডের সঙ্গে আমার টিম এবং সবাই মিলে কাজ করেছেন, আমি সবাইকে আন্তরিক ধন্যবাদ জানিয়ে আজকের প্রোগ্রামের সফলতা কামনা করে শুভেচ্ছা বক্তব্য শেষ করছি। আশা করছি ইনশাআল্লাহ আপনারা সবাই যারা সম্মানিত অভিভাবক এবং ছাত্রছাত্রী রয়েছেন শেষ পর্যন্ত আমাদের সঙ্গে থাকবেন এই প্রত্যাশা রাখছি। সবাই সুস্থ থাকবেন। আসসালামু আলাইকুম ওয়া রাহমাতুল্লাহ।
অসংখ্য ধন্যবাদ ও কৃতজ্ঞতা জানাচ্ছি স্যারকে তার স্বাগত বক্তব্য পেশ করার জন্য। সম্মানিত সুধী, এখন আমরা ইংরেজি বিতর্কে চলে যাব। আর ইংরেজি বিতর্ক শুরু করার জন্য আমি আমন্ত্রণ জানাচ্ছি আনন্দ মাল্টিমিডিয়া স্কুলের সম্মানিত শিক্ষক ফখরুল ইসলাম। আমি ফখরুল ইসলাম স্যারকে মঞ্চে আসার জন্য অনুরোধ জানাচ্ছি।
মাহমুদ 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 আমার বলেন না শুরু করেন
Dear audience, Assalamu alaikum. It's a proud privilege to welcome to you all on the 12th Annual English Debate Championship Competition 2024, organized by Ananda Multimedia School and College, Guripur Campus, Kumilla. At first, I would like to start my presentation with a famous quotation of Margaret Hepburn. For good ideas and true innovation, you need human interaction, conflict, argument, debate. Speech is power. It is the power to persuade, to convert, to compare. And when that speech is expressed in the form of a debate, it becomes a method of interactive and representational argument in which students participate and argue both sides of a given topic, trying to persuade one another. I do strongly believe that the pursuit of right ideas and honest debate through rigorous argument is a noble undertaking. Dear friends, I, your host, Muhammad Fakhrul Islam, would love to invite you all to come along and enjoy a very auspicious debate competition participated by two competent teams. One is team for the motion, and another is team against the motion. Today, the selected motion for the debate competition is the mother tongue is more effective than a foreign language in acquiring knowledge. The honorable adjudicators of this session are Mr. Khairul Anam, Senior Teacher English, Government Library High School, debate coach, Kumila Dile School, and Mr. Zainal Abidin, Mr. Abdul Halim, Senior Teacher English, Kumila Dile School, Kumila. The criteria on which our honorable judges are going to assign marks in the constructive round are pronunciation 5, body language 5, information 5, and the divided round 15. Dear presence, now I am going to introduce our honorable moderator today's program, who will conduct the session, competition, and announce the result at the end. The honorable moderator of today's competition is Mr. Harun, Associate Professor, Department of English, Kumila University. Now I will humbly request you, sir, to come upon the stage and adorn your speech. Before we start the debate competition, let me inform you about the order and time allocation of each debater. Each debater will get 5.5 minutes to present their speech. And alarm bell will ring on the 4.5 minutes. And the final bell will ring on the 5.5 minutes. In the reversal round, both the team leaders will get 2 minutes each. Alarm bell will ring on the 1.5 minutes, and the final bell will ring on the 2nd minute. Now I would like to invite to preside over this session to our honorable moderator, Mr. Harun sir, and to start the debate.
Hello. Hello.
ট্রাই করে সেটা এটা এখানে থাকবে ঠিক আছে ওটা না রেখে দিবে কি
Now I would like to introduce our debaters of both teams. The speakers for the motion are Mainur Rahman, Momita, Sadia Akhtar, and their team leader, Abdul Kabir. The speakers for against the motion team, Kashmir Tabassum Ibra.
Nusaiba Islam, Henan Akhtar, Fatia Akhtar, and the team leader, Afrin Joy. Now I would humbly request to our honorable moderator, M.P. Harun, Associate Professor, Department of English, Jubilee University, to start the debate.
Thank you very much. A very good morning. It's a very nice day, and we are here to enjoy a very lively session. You know that debates are very important in our lives. Debates teach us how to tolerate opinions. We know that there are differences in opinion. You think you are right, and the other person thinks he or she is also right. It is through debate by which we can learn that everyone is right. I'm right, you are right. That is the point, that is the motion. That's why we organize debate. Now, let's say, to start the formal session. Our today's motion for the debate is the mother tongue is more effective than a foreign language in acquiring knowledge. This is a very important topic. We have many important terms in the motion, and now we will be waiting eagerly how our debaters, who are very competent, will illustrate different terms, will speak for the motion and as well as against the motion, as is the nature of debate. So, without delay, let's start with our debate. Now, I would like to request the first debater from the position side, Mainur Rahman. Please come up with your explication of the motion. Thank you.
If you talk to a man in a language he understands, that goes to his head. But if you talk to him in his language, that goes to his heart. Stated by Nelson Mandela, the former president of South Africa. However, your presence, honorable moderator, judges, faculty members, my worthy opponents, and all of my well-wishers. Let's take my Korean salam. Assalamu alaikum. The motion for the House today is the mother tongue is more effective than a foreign language in acquiring knowledge. Here, I am Mainur Rahman, the first debater standing for the motion. So I'm starting my speech. First of all, I want to clarify the key points of today's motion. Is what is knowledge, acquiring of knowledge, effective, mother tongue, and foreign language. What is knowledge? According to an Australian American management educator, Peter Ferdinand Drucker, knowledge is information that changes something either becoming grounds for action or by making an individual or more effective action. What is acquiring of knowledge? According to the American educator David Cox, acquiring knowledge means when the learners test and apply their understanding in practical setting, thereby reinforcing and repeating what they have learned. Then what is effective? According to Oxford Dictionary, effective means successful in producing a desired or intended result. According to Aristotle, the Greek philosopher, mother tongue is something that is acquired through experience and reasoning. And he also believes that it's still possible to gain knowledge in mother tongue through observation and by thinking things logically. And what is foreign language? According to Wikipedia, a foreign language is a language which is not an official language or not typically spoken in a specific country. When debating the topic, whether the mother tongue is more effective than a foreign language in acquiring knowledge, I can structure my arguments on 7 key points. Cognitive research shows that people think and process information more effectively in their first language. Studies have shown that children and adults learn faster and retain information better when taught in their native language. According to the article Non-Digonto published on 25 February 2022 with the title Matribhasha Gyan Chorcha, there is no substitute for mother tongue in human life. Learning to mother tongue is easier and more fulfilling. About this, the first Bengali Nobel laureate Rabindranath Tagore said, "Bine Swadeshi Bhasha, meete ki asha." If a person despises his own mother tongue, one cannot help but call him extremely stupid. Creativity and imagination develop if people are taught through their mother tongue. About this, the first Bengali Nobel laureate again Rabindranath Tagore said, "Agi hok মাতৃভাষার শব্দগাথনি the dimensions of literacy across the country is to make education accessible by spreading the mother tongue widely. Published on 24 February 2021 with the title Gandigan Proshai Matrivasha on Doinik Ittifaq. According to an influential linguist and educational researcher, Stephen Prussian, mother tongue is the foundation of all other languages. Actually, if we prioritize foreign language over mother tongue, it becomes like we were three-star parent without thinking about first and second store. Honorable Marita, I guess there's no one of my opponents who doesn't know what an idiom is. Honorable Marita, idiom means some kind of phrase by saying the word conjugate. Understood? For example, bite the bullet means 40% shojo kara, burn the midnight oil means otonto thanda raat porjonto kaj kara, 3 of night means otonto thanda raat, etc. etc. Honorable Marita, there are such kind of idioms in the English literature books. So how can we implement this knowledge? Of course, by learning our mother tongue. Then we regulate this knowledge in our mother tongue. So my question to my worthy opponent is, if acquiring English in foreign language is more effective than mother tongue, then why the first translated dictionary have come? What my opponent's mind? The 17th part of the Haggadah in his Bongomani part, Mata Pita Mohammed Bongiti Boshiti, Shiva Shakti, Money Togi. Up and here that in mother tongue is better. The word hasn't said it is possible through a foreign language. But Honorable Marita, he has said learning the mother tongue is best for common people. Why accept that mother tongue is the more effective for acquiring knowledge? Why my opponents? Hope you will give me a logical answer. Today my opponents are standing against the motion by claiming that the foreign language is more effective than mother tongue in acquiring knowledge. My dear opponent, let's go back in the history. There are many countries who fought for mother tongue. Best example, my country, your country, that is Bangladesh. You know how many people expect because of this language over you know, for example, Salam, Jafar, Burkina, many unknown people. They fought for mother tongue because they Urdu is not preferable to them, and Mali is preferable to them. And they can understand far better than Urdu in mother tongue. If foreign language is more effective than mother tongue, do you guys think they are mad who fought for mother tongue? No, my opinion, no. They are not mad. They understand far better than you that Urdu is not preferable for common people like us in that right knowledge. At the end of my speech, I'm going to show some more articles to prove that this Niz Bhasha Hamari Indian published on Jugantor, Chorcha, published on Protidiner Shaka, Videshi Bhasha Shikharke Matribhashar ব্যবহার জানা জরুরি, published on আমাদের সময় মাতৃভাষায় বিজ্ঞান চর্চা ও প্রাসঙ্গিক কথা, published on দৈনিক আঠাদিন মাতৃভাষায় শিক্ষার গুরুত্ব ও শিক্ষার্থীদের সমস্যা বেশ পাচ্ছে। So, obviously, absolutely, absolutely, the mother tongue is more effective than foreign language and foreign knowledge.
Thank you very much. Now, I would like to request the first debater from the opposition team, please present your debate.
Opponents and all of my well-wishers. At first, take my religious greeting. Assalamu alaikum. Today, our debating topic is mother tongue is more effective than a foreign language in acquiring knowledge. But I strongly oppose this topic, especially because the speaker here is the first speaker against the motion. Now, I'm starting my speech. First of all, I'd like to clarify the key parts of our debating topic. Those are mother tongue, foreign language, knowledge, and knowledge acquisition. Mother tongue. According to Wikipedia, mother tongue is the first language a person has been exposed to from his birth. Foreign language. According to Wikipedia, foreign language is a language that is not the native language of a particular person or community. Knowledge. According to English philosopher and physician John Locke, a perception of agreement or disagreement of ideas is called knowledge. Knowledge acquisition. Knowledge acquisition refers to the process of acquiring, assimilating, and integrating of knowledge and information. Overall, this topic refers that in case of acquiring knowledge, one's mother is more effective than that of a foreign language. And here's against the motion. But my vote opponents are taking a different path. কানাগরের ভিন্ন পথ, the full straight from the safe path. If my opponent goes good, will my opponent? Honorable moderator, in addition to this, I have some more points. Those are state language, official language, and dialect. State language. A state language is a language officially recognized as a mandatory language of documentation within the state. Official language. An official language is the official designated language of the authorities of a country or an international organization. Dialect. A particular form of language which is peculiar to a specific region or community. Honorable moderator, is clear from the fact terms of the language spoken by a person learned from his childhood in his mother tongue. He or she is not able to acquire complete knowledge in his mother tongue. How? Let me show you some examples. That chair, this desk, that light, that camera, this mouse picker, fashion, style, TV, etc., etc. We don't understand a Bengali as clearly as we understand these words in English. That's very clear to us that sometimes a foreign language can even surpass when it comes to mother tongue or acquiring knowledge. Honorable moderator, we will be Vice Chancellor Professor wanted us to say that language is a mean of communication. The more languages a person knows, the more opportunities he can create for himself. News published on risingtv.com on 15 November 2022. The same thing was also published in a book named Communication and Language Skills. Then, my dear mother tongue is more effective for enhancing communication skills. My dear opponent, hope you'll give me a logical answer. Honorable moderator, my opponent asked me a question that if one is more effective than mother tongue, what words, translators, and dictionaries come? What an awful question it is. My dear opponent, translators and dictionaries exist to bridge the gap between foreign languages. Their main duty is to make the foreign language, which ultimately acquiring knowledge. That is, translators and dictionaries exist to teach us one language, which ultimately helps us in acquiring knowledge. Now, honorable moderator, in this world, we have to depend on foreign languages. Honorable moderator, communication, international business, education, computer programming, freelancing, personal growth, academic success, career opportunities, etc., etc. is just impossible without foreign languages. Honorable moderator, moreover, learning a new language trains our brains, develops cognitive functions, ability to concentrate those who have difficult linguistic backgrounds from ours. Cognitive skills lead to language learning. Language magazine on 15 May 2015. New evidence about language and cognitive development published on National Institution of Health (NIH). The head of Language Laboratory of Norwegian University, Professor Ilan Kolchanova's research on linguistic assumption, where it shows that there is a clear correlation between learning a new language and cognitive development. But it also proved that learning a new language develops our brains. That knowledge is more honorable moderator, my opponent asked me a question that foreign language is more effective than mother tongue. Why did Abdulhadi mention that mother tongue is the best for communication? First question. My dear opponent, Abdulhadi never mentioned that mother tongue is the best for communication. Rather, he mentioned that those who don't know any foreign language, in order to communicate with them, we need to use mother tongue. He also said that there is no way to practice in foreign languages. For example, Persian, Arabic, and in addition to mother tongue. In the light of my speech, I think mother tongue will never be more effective. Rather, foreign language is more effective than mother tongue. Thank you, honorable moderator. Thank you all.
Thank you very much, Ashwin. I am very much fascinated hearing such an argument from both sides. I am overjoyed to see that the motion is getting fiercely debated and we are getting a lot of information from both sides. Mother tongue is important and what about national language? That's the interesting point. So now we got to know that if we have language, that would be more interesting, that would be more effective. Okay, we will hear another speaker who is going to tell you that it is mother tongue that is more important. Otherwise, we have other dimensions like acquisition of knowledge. Okay. At this point, I would like to invite Moby the Hub to present her argument.
Thought, culture, and learning, led by the father of India, Mahatma Gandhi, team judges, and the audience for teaching from at first. Take my call in importance to the mother tongue and gave importance to the foreign languages, which means Bengali, Japanese, Chinese, Spanish. Then would that make the peak of the government for the people of the world who did, who stand in honorable literature? There are many people of the world who consider the foreign language better than their mother tongue. And a surprise to those travelers because they know nothing of the language of that country. Let me show you the evidence of that. Do you know that the first great poet of Bengali literature, that was Michael Madhusudan Datta, who was born in Bangladesh but was very fond of English culture. Once Michael Madhusudan Datta said that the sun may forget to creep in the sky, but I would never ever forget to go in England. And if to go in England, I'm sure to be a great poet. Literature, the ghost of practical inventor in English language was so dominant in his mind that he forgot his roots that means his mother tongue and he moved to France. Going there, he wrote many poems, stories, also art, but no one of that country valued him or his book. Many years by doing this and towards in the end of his life, he realized his mistake, writing literature in Bengali language. He wrote, after reciting his mistakes, ঠান্ডারে তবু বিবিধ রকম তার সঙ্গে অবস্থানে অবহেলা করি পরক্ষণ লোকের মতো করি মুখন পরদেশে ভিক্ষাবৃত্তি কুক্ষণে আচরণী 25th February 2022 with the Thank মাতৃভাষায় জ্ঞান চর্চা the condition of biological systems reflect how much this inversions of a foreign language but the marks in the end come back to their mother tongue. Right? So my dear, if the foreign language is more effective than the word is that means the mother tongue. Every time after another question that is mother is more happening. While working on cognitive function now, you're talking about cognitive function, right? But don't you think that you're judging the whole topic by these two words? You're talking about cognitive function, the non-effective language proficiency, cultural context, emotional function, and not ability. You don't claim without saying, I hope you got your this is how my job my motivation. The word translated and dictionary have come for learning and knowing foreign language. What's your with how strange question answers you have made? Translators and dictionaries for English created have to translate foreign languages into one's own mother tongue. Again, by the point that after second statement, didn't no foreign language can communicate with us. My document, did you get the ministry of Component Publication first statement in 2021? I think you didn't because he had expensive love and respect for I can strongly say that mother tongue is more effective than a foreign language in acquiring knowledge.
Okay, thank you very much, Moghita, for presenting your argument. Actually, we are running with arguments and counter arguments, logic and counter logic. That's the spirit of debate, and that's how we learn to tolerate others. Now, at this moment, I would like to request Nusaiba Islam from opposition team to sum up with her arguments.
Language is the blood of the soul, into which thought runs and out of which they flow. Oliver Bundle. However, thank you, Honorable and judges for the opponents and my faculty members for sitting in front of me. First of all, take my salam assalamu alaikum. The motion for the House today is the mother tongue is more effective than a foreign language in acquiring knowledge. But I'm strongly opposing this topic because mother tongue can never be more effective than a foreign language in favor of acquiring knowledge. Here, Nusaiba Islam, the second speaker, and is the motion. Now, I'm going to deliver my speech. Honorable Rita, we are living through a new age of globalization. Now, what is globalization? According to National Geographic Education, globalization is a term used to describe the increasing connectiveness and interdependence of both culture and economics. Globalization is rapidly increasing in our today's world. This increase in globalization has many effects on language, which in turn affect the culture. Culture means what we wear, what we eat, and how we present ourselves. The dress we are wearing is not a culture. The Chinese Japanese food that we eat is not a culture. Even the mass speaker that you are using for this debate is also not a culture. The English culture in some countries, how it made its way into our culture. Of course, it came by someone else. We were influenced by that person who learned our mother tongue, that is the foreign language through which we are made understood our tastefulness of these things. In the Chigan Honor show, some newspaper headings which are proving the importance of foreign languages and the inclusiveness of cultural identity. The power of foreign languages. How foreign language shape people and their culture, published from Stanford report, Malaysian language policy, the impact of globalization, ethnic nationalism and cultural diversity, published on international relations, indigenous languages, data to the world's cultural diversity, published on UNESCO official page. A tale of two languages, how the Persian language came to Bengal, published in a daily study. So my opponent, in this age of globalization, how can I say that mother tongue is more effective than a foreign language in acquiring knowledge? As an opponent, I hope you can allow to correction. Honorable Marita, my opponent said that in a question I have that. The English completes the peak of development by giving title to their own language and they're so proud of their own language. My opponent said that. You are trying to say that the English have given priority to their own language and for this reason they have become developed. No, my opponent should. They have become developed for their critical thinking and researching mind. It is not for the time that is their own language, whether it is the result of their foreign language. And you are saying that they're so proud of their own language. This is not what this topic is so come to the point. Hope you Honorable Marita, language is a medium of acquiring knowledge. Without language, the concept of trade and commerce is impossible. And
news was published on Dainik Bata on 24th April 2024 with the heading Videshi Bhasha Charcha. Here it is stated that recently Bangladesh has signed an agreement with Japan on the export of manpower, but Japan has stated that it is necessary to afford Japanese syllabus. Again, language with a huge impact on international trade published on this subject. Under America, since we are living in a global village, another perspective, a common language is the market. This common language is not the mother tongue. Rather, an officially approved foreign language which is used in the international trade. The importance of this common language are officially approved foreign language in the international trade instrument, which approve newspapers like the international companies using in English published on BBC News, Global Business Think English published on Harvard Business Review, Learning Languages Sales Data in Business, Sales Researcher published on Euronews.com. But most of language readers that are more dependent on mother tongue than foreign language are causing important global. These news are published on Down to Earth with the heading Language Readers are causing global trade. My opponent, how do you think that mother tongue is more effective for the foreign languages of the whole world? How about how? Absolutely for this lesson. Another question that if foreign language is more effective than mother tongue, what is my after Bangladesh question, I give a probability that that is a handy for the language. My opponent is that handy for that's what he is the same type of question. My fear of the opponent prove that my emotional also succeed in writing literature in foreign languages. But most importantly, I put your probability. Rabindranath Tagore, who was the first Nobel laureate of Bengal, who won the Nobel Prize for composing song of offerings in foreign language. And obviously, he has more recognition and fame than Michael Morishwar. Hope you got anything. Honorable Marita, non-Chomsky's theory of language acquisition is that the human brain naturally allow for the capacity to learn and use language. Here, he used the term languages. So I think they are also learning foreign language. So in the light of my discussion, I'm strongly say that mother tongue enable more effective, whereas foreign language is more effective than mother tongue in and foreign language. Thanks all my time.
Thank you, Mr. Vaisram. Actually, it is getting more interesting. We know that now we are also focusing on the global aspect of languages. Beyond our mother tongue, we have globalization, we have economic aspects of languages, and we know that that's why foreign language, and if we mention English in that language as a foreign language, it will lead to more interesting debate. So at the same time, I'm very much mesmerized by hearing from our little learned debaters that you are mentioning such big figures like Michael Morishwar, who is an interesting figure in the history of Bengali literature. Even overjoyed to hear about Noam Chomsky, who is a living legend, I think profusely, voluminously in the areas of linguistics. And also, I am very happy to hear about a philosopher who was writing about knowledge, how to acquire knowledge, Locke, one of you mentioned, and also Stephen Fashion, who gave theory in second language acquisition. Actually, these are the names that we practice, that we talk about, that we learn about at the university level. But my learned little debaters, you are so advanced. That's why I am mesmerized. Now, at this moment, I would like to invite Aisha Akhtar from the position team to represent her argument.
Okay, the child is the adult, but long before I could mother tongue. On the founder was headed by Manasa Raushar. However, her president, America, judges, teachers, my dear opponents, and all of my valuations. My friends, take my salam. Assalamu alaikum. Today, our training topic is the mother tongue is more effective than spoken language acquiring knowledge. We are standing for the motion now starting at school. Rita, my first I'm going to show us a statistic about the number and person in the book that was reading the famous 27th was English 298, 21, 20%, Chinese, Malayan, 61, 10.99%, Grammar 89,986, 9.78%, Hispanic 1,649, 8.8%, Japanese 56,221, 6.1%, Russian 48,690, 5.29%, France 44,224, 4.8%, Korea 35,864, 3.9%, Italian 34,768, 3.78%. And this is the evidence. On moderator, without some exception, it is possible for an ordinary person to speak in 1 or 3 or maximum 7 foreign languages for them. As many mother tongue and secular world, if you want to master good language, then however it will go out. And if I mean, do you think that the point of the that আবার জীবন ফিরে খান সেই ফিরে এই বাংলায় হয়তো মানুষ নয় হয়তো সম্মতি খালি যাচ্ছে বা চিত্তরে কি এনে গ্যারান্টি that if জীবন such as person ever economic can give any guarantee that we come as a human being. So my question is to you that if you come as a human being, do you think that we will this person with the party knowledge? Please listen to me. Hope you give me a logical outcome. On my data, now we say that why transition actually necessary. Transition is actually necessary so that I can be minded to mother tongue. Now we show the article that published www.translate to read the title of David most translated book in the world. That's the Bible translated 3,350 languages. The Advent of Miracle translated 200 languages. The Bible State translated 270 languages. The Pilgrim's Progress translated 200 languages. The Communist Manifesto translated 200 languages. Alika's Advances in Wonderland translated 174 languages. Step to Christ translated 160 languages. On moderator is all the published on 10 January 2020. On moderator is all books are in your own mother tongue. My dear opponent, their own mother tongue. My question is to my opponent that if the foreign language is more effective than our mother tongue, hope you give me a logical answer. On moderator, according to article, the first one who sees MB and BB in English said that no other language is defined as mother tongue. News culture from Gyan Autonomous Tomato published in 21 April 2017. On moderator, another article, according to platform, the topic state that South Korea ranks 10th in the whole world and Japan ranks 6th in the whole of Bangladesh mother tongue. My government, do you think that the whenever you think that is like no, my opponent, they are not taking them. You start from the Equal Provision Social Market of published in September 2024. On moderator, my president will ask me a question that in the age of globalization, they say that mother tongue is more effective than my foreign language. Take that off. We were talking about globalization, right? The root of this globalization is English. As we live in a global world, English is most widely language for communication. So indirectly, you make English. I can put this question into it. My dear friend, is there is no other foreign language other than English. English is a foreign language. I have your question. I hope you will give the answer. The another way, more of the first word, obviously English, because they are giving more time to their own mother tongue. That is the economic in USA, and they are going to be used in today's global world. On moderator, my second teacher asked me another question that how can I say that mother tongue is more effective or foreign language? My dear opponent, I couldn't myself, but you are saying that foreign language is more. Can you be any country which background by using other foreign language? But I have shown you which countries are background the own mother tongue. And we said the question that you are asking doesn't make sense because my opinion is that maybe such type of illogical question because they are doing their own language that leads to the native language and lead the whole world by using other foreign languages. My opinion is that English people don't background with their own mother tongue. They are background by thinking of my term. Do you think that discussing or judging by using other language is it? I think you understand your false logic. On my reason, I say that last time it's the point of the childhood, মাতৃভাষায় বলবা মানে দেশের মানুষ ভাষাতে চলচ্চিত্র হওয়ার পর বিদেশি ভাষা শেখাবে মেঘের গল্প শোনাবে So in the last, if my opponent is violating me and my kids, then how do you think a conversation is like something like that? So I love you, oh my God, I love you, conversation more effective than communicating knowledge. Thank you for eating, thank you.
Thank you very much, Aishakar. Yes, we are listening to such fiercely competitive debate, and we have arguments, we have questions, we have expostulation, we have reputations. All things are there. We have question of mother tongue. We have also question of a foreign language, other language than our own mother tongue. This moment is time for Hina from to come up with her opinion.
The most effective people actually is more effective than a foreign language you can find out. I'm entirely standing against the motion. This is the third thing against the motion. Now I'm starting a speech. Learning is now the most top topic around the world. And majority of the world is now focusing on learning foreign languages. Statistics shows that there are 10 foreign language centers in India, 25 in China, 65 in Russia, 16 in America, 150 in Mexico, 101 in Japan. 9 universities, 3 international universities, and 14 international schools in Bangladesh are teaching foreign languages. Information collected from Eurostat. Honorable Marita, there are almost 3,000 to 5,000 language learning apps. Among them, there are Duolingo, Lingoria, Monthly, Geotrip, etc. Information collected from .com. My audio maximum countries of the world are now focusing on learning foreign languages. That's how dare you say that mother tongue is more effective? Question remains. Honorable Marita, my opponent particularly asked me a question that if our life was ever in order to learn foreign languages, and if we come back in our next life as humans, do you think we will use that languages in acquiring knowledge? Please take the answer. Why you like going in order to learn foreign languages? Research shows to learn easier languages like Spanish, it takes 100 days. If we read 4 hours daily. And difficult languages like Mandarin, it takes about 500 days. If we read 4 hours daily. These languages have a great benefit to our life, as we mentioned earlier. I think you don't need to learn again as human. Hope you got your answer. Honorable Marita, translation, a huge concept. The concept of translation would never come if there was no foreign language. Those who work as a translator have to be skilled on at least 2 languages. One is the language to be translated into, and other is the language to be translated from. That means translation is fully dependent on foreign language. Translation has been invented for the acquirement of knowledge through foreign language. Some newspaper headlines prove this view, like the use of rapid translation method to facilitate EFS students in learning reading subjects through foreign language is not a win. Information collected from ResearchGate. The role of translation in promoting Sino-Japan exchange is immense. Information collected from ECNS.cn on 26 May 2024. International Translation Day is emphasizing the importance of foreign language. Information collected from Uducoin on 3rd October 2024. My dear friends, can you imagine translation without foreign language? Question remains. Honorable Marita, my opponent 30 minutes asked me another question that if foreign language is more effective, then why the famous books are translated into different mother tongue? My dear friends, first of all, I would like to thank you for being agreed with us. How let me clear myself. You are talking about translation, right? Think a little bit. If there was no foreign language, would there be anything to translate? Or you will translate Bangla to Bangla and English to English? Will you, my opponent? I have this question for you. Moreover, the famous books are translated into different mother tongues to spread the books into different regions, where people don't know the native language of the book. The publishers do it only for their profit. Again, the people would know that language. We don't need to translate books, and we can save our translation cost. which is $0.10 to $0.30 per word. I repeat, which is $0.10 to $0.30 per word. Can you know the translation? I think you don't. That's why you are asking such type of stupid question, whatever. Honorary diplomacy. According to international according to Professor of International Relations Australia Headley Gold, the conduct of relations between state and other entities of the world politics through official language and agents. That means diplomacy is also dependent on foreign language and of Australian and recognized foreign language. If mother tongue was more effective, then why these ambassadors sent to different countries and honorary tongue is just to represent one's native land to outside the world, which is fully dependent on foreign language. Like language is not just a communication, rather it is the essence of diplomacy. Information collected from LinkedIn. There is an interesting and significant role of language in diplomacy in relations. Information collected from World School Book. Foreign language is the word of diplomacy. Information collected from research here. Honorable Margaret, there is a proverb goes that that means day and night are alike to a blind man. My opponents are proving that they are those blinds. That's why they are pretending not to see all the evidences which we have shown them. That it is clear that mother tongue is not more effective, rather one language is more effective than mother tongue in acquiring knowledge. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much, Hiran Akhtar. Happy to discover another dimension of language, that is language used for diplomatic relations. Language is important in all sectors of life. Language is important in our personal life. Language is important in our conjugal life. Language is important for acquisition of knowledge. Language is important for creative writing. So we have so many dimensions. And actually we are discovering these dimensions of language. Now the debate is which language? Is it mother tongue or another language, a second language or a foreign language? Now, this time I am inviting Sadia Akhtar from position team to expostulate her position.
Good morning, everyone. Here present, honorable moderators, team judges, respectable teachers, and all of you, Assalamu alaikum. As we gather here today, I am reminded of the words of Aurobindo Ghosh, an Indian philosopher, who once said the mother tongue is the proper medium of education, and therefore the first analysis of the child should be directed to the whole mastering of the medium. These words will be deeply as we delve into the topic. I'm subject before speakers for the motion that the mother tongue is more effective than the foreign language in acquiring knowledge. But my opponents are claiming that foreign language is more effective, but that the mother tongue is called the formation of foreign language. So my dear opponent, if you make a decision like that, mother tongue is better in acquiring knowledge. Rather, it inspires us to take the path of success by retaining our own lingual culture. Not only technologically advanced, but also in the past, it is obvious that numerous individuals succeeded in their life and career by acquiring knowledge in their own mother tongue. And it is the same in the future. Our moderator, among some successful individuals from various fields, initially I would like to mention about research and innovation. Here are some remarkable individuals are Karl Marx and Hideki Yukawa. Karl Marx, who has accomplished his excellent work like Das Kapital and the Communist Manifesto were written and published in his mother tongue. Hideki Yukawa, theorist of masons, invented it in Japanese and consequently got Nobel Prize for his amazing work. Our moderator, additionally, there are numerous individuals who got success in scientific fields like Aristotle, Albert Einstein, and many more. Aristotle, one of the greatest philosophers, did many of his important works in his mother tongue. Albert Einstein, a native German speaker, his fluency in his mother tongue allowed him to articulate complex scientific issues more effectively. So, if the family is teaching a good level of knowledge in their own mother memorize, but not deep knowledge, and then fail to bring quality education. Then the acquisition things like that. So the multi-company our honor motto. Our data, according to www.rocketmagazine.com with the title "This Satisfied Poverty with Mother Tongue Education," published on 6 April 2022, that the push for teaching foreign language such as English has been showing to that children's educational progress. As a result, unfortunately, many students fall behind in the subject and drop out of school. I'm a rater that mother tongue policies decrease dropout rate and increase academic achievement. This is why civil organizations around the world are advocating for mother tongue education. And marbles are saying the whole world is something. Actually, marble is the novice that you have made. Hope you have got it on some. Data, the most developed countries of the world have become economically blind by nationalizing their own lingua culture. According to World Economic Forum report 2024, the highest GDP achieving countries are America, China, Japan, UK, France, Russia, etc. And patient all the countries have been acquiring knowledge in their own mother tongue and boosting their economy. Information coming from www.unesco.organization with the title UNESCO Countries to Implement Mother Language Based Education, published on 20 April 2023. So, the foreign language is more effective than the acknowledging the mother tongue are in the list of developed countries of the world. One opponent why? Or Malaysia, the most developed countries of the world. My opponent asked me a question that can we imagine translation without foreign language? My dear opponent, so you may say that there is no foreign language in translation. Here, translators have a specific character. So do you have to limit knowledge only for a background, or want if you have to become a translator? Here, I want to acquire knowledge of the world. Indian people rely on all the languages of the world, but English and other countries have translated everything into the one tongue to Mapunan, Marita. In different countries of the world, UNICEF has taken initiatives to study the mother tongue of the travel more effectively. According to www.protomata.com, we have titled Adivasi and Matrivasi Shikha, published on 20 April 2022, that as part of the promise of education policy, the initiatives taken by the government of Bangladesh to provide education in the mother tongue is undoubtedly outstanding. Again, according to www.unesco.organization with the title Indigenous Peoples' Rights, published on 20 April 2023, that many countries have taken steps like USA, UK, Canada, Italy, etc. to study in the mother tongue of the tongue. To my opponent's logic and evidence, I realize the fact that Kali was received. And to my logic and evidence, I can strongly build up my today's argument that the mother tongue is more effective than the foreign language in acquiring knowledge. Thank you all.
Okay, thank you very much, Hariaka, for your good proposition. Now, at this moment, I'd like to invite the speaker from opposition team, Fadila, please.
For giving me a chance to deliver my speech. On the narrator, I'm starting with a real story from my real life experience. I, along with my family, visited my aunt's house in Lake last year. My relative offered us various gifts. I was thinking which we could take. Just then, my relative asked, "Oh, Bashona, kita khabar tumi tainor kun gukhaitar, kala gukhaitar, shada gukhaitar." The narrator, I was totally shocked to hear this, because I didn't understand anything what she said. Then my aunt explained to me I was asked which tweet I wanted to take. My dear opponent, think for once, if the books or other method writing will be written in Philippine language, then what will be happened? Narrator, the people of that area practice their knowledge in standard language. I mean in Promito language, because the material of knowledge practice is written in standard language. But the children learn a language from mother's mouth will be called its mother tongue. It can be said that the mother tongue of the children of Philen, Rangpur, Parishal, Noakhali, etc. will be the language of that region. However, here present are the narrator, respected judges, vice fellows, my dear opponents, ladies and gentlemen. First of all, take my heartfelt love and greetings. Assalamu alaikum. The debate is going on and we are debating on the mother tongue is more effective than a foreign language in acquiring knowledge. My team and I strongly, highly, and deeply both oppose this topic. I am Fatihata and co-debater against the motion. Honorable moderator, there are the proverb in Bangladesh. তখন বলে ও সূর্য তো পিছে কেন ফোটা সূর্য বলে আগে তো নিজের দিকে তাকা honorable moderator the lack of pronunciation in the same condition as childhood they themselves are getting education in English version of school they don't know even Bengali of hundreds of English words but still show admiration for the mother tongue I would like to call it crocodile cry honorable moderator my wife is saying again and again about knowledge but they should know knowledge is of two types firstly formal knowledge and secondly informal knowledge and human life is fulfilled through these two types of knowledge let's go firstly to formal knowledge formal knowledge is taught or acquired in educational institutions like schools colleges and universities and we all know that all the books of higher studies are written in English for example we can say about economics and finance the father of the economics is Adam Smith who was a citizen of Scotland and the language of Scotland is Scottish in this way the father of the finance is moreeffective not your opponent if you want to study on those subjects, then you must learn foreign language because Adam Smith and Loka Paciello didn't write those knowledge in your mother tongue. So my opponent now question is to you that if the mother tongue is more effective, then why the books of higher education written in foreign language? Why my opponent? I want to get the logical reply from you. Honorable moderator, the importance of learning a foreign language in the higher education of entrepreneurs. This news was published on the business sector. Informal knowledge. If we take an example from communication sector and business sector, and there is a newspaper on my hand and it's titled কেন শিখব বিদেশি ভাষা This news was published on the Daily Standard by Marufa Isha. They stated it can board the chance to shine international market sector. Let's take it more clear. Mr. Fatim Jordan, a freelancer who worked by computer, once he got a mail from a client who lived in France. The client wrote, thousands those may consider this barrier. Honorable moderator, each was written in French language, and the meaning of that language is, can you give me some attractive banner design? Then Mr. Fatim Jordan provided the service and honored the Lord. So my question to you that how can you say that the mother tongue is more effective by the young generation learning a foreign language as a skill to build up communication business? How, my opponent? How? I want to get a good reply from you. Honorable moderator, foreign language is key in the workforce. This news was published on the Business Standard by Fahim Ahmed. বাংলাদেশ থেকে 6,17,000 দেশে নৈপুণ্য বিদেশ যাচ্ছেন This news was published on the Financial Express by Arafat R. They are going to have to remittance, so they must learn foreign language. Also based on foreign language. In educational sector, many students are going to have education, so they must learn foreign language. This news was published on Mohidin Alamgir. উচ্চ শিক্ষার বাংলাদেশের পছন্দ যুক্তরাষ্ট্র বিদেশে 52,000 শিক্ষার্থী This news was published on প্রথম আলোতে the fourth debate short of my opponent's in asking a question that if the female scientists reach a good level by acquiring knowledge in their mother tongue, then how foreign language more effective? My opponent, what type of illogical and nonsense question you have made? Okay, now take the answer. In today's world, to build a scientific career, we must learn foreign language. According to about 98% of world scientific research is published in English. Yes, Albert Einstein, Max Planck, Marie Curie got success through native language, but the research in foreign language. My opponent asked me another question that why the developed countries acquire the knowledge in their own how foreign language more effective? My opponent, what type of stage question you have made? According to UNGSA, there are 37 developed countries in the world, and almost all of them in foreign language in their education sector. How can you say they acquire the knowledge in their mother tongue only? In the light of my discussion, I just want to say that my opponent, I hope I need to understand that the mother tongue can never be more effective than foreign language in acquiring knowledge. Thanks all.
Thank you, Fatihata, for illuminating us with another significant aspect of knowledge, that is the different domains of knowledge. We mentioned that we have two domains. One is formal domain and another is informal domain. So what domain we need in which case and which language is more effective for which domain? That's another interesting point. And another issue is that you recounted your personal history, your opposition with such a kind of practical example that which language that you are getting education in. That's the strong attraction. Thank you very much. Now, it is time for Afroza Kavir to come up on the dais and present your information.
जुड़ा needs-based त्यागी क्या हो विदेश में जाने the nature of education is not gambling or money. Why don't you leave your country and go abroad? Study back, put like in Harvard. Present under the moderator, available tablets, dignified packages, the culture members, and radio. For continuing contact me at the state, my religious greeting, Assalamu alaikum. Devotion for the house today is the mother tongue is more effective than following and acquiring knowledge. Here I am representing to be the leader position team. Leaders by duty to champion the power and show the importance of mother tongue, the importance of acquiring knowledge. I'm starting my speech. Learning in one's own mother tongue requires stronger cognitive development, a better problem thinking skills, and a more profound complex concept. Not just a means of communication, but a tool which allows us to connect deeply with the knowledge you think to acquire. It has operated for the retention question that how can we the mother tongue is more effective when the works of our education are written in foreign languages according to them the so-called English. Now take the answer. I think you just authenticate Bangladesh by words. That's we Bangladesh is not even close to the list of developed countries. How many countries? Look at the list of developed countries. Like China, Japan, Korea, Finland, Denmark, etc. You will see that they learn all their education books in their own mother tongue. And each minute they convert the higher education books in their own mother tongue. Information collected from Uচ্চ শিক্ষা মাতৃভাষায় বলতে published from দেশ রূপান্তর শিক্ষা মাতৃভাষাতে পর্যন্ত published from বর্তমান variety বাংলাদেশ। How many people books in education region back and forth question. Language is a skill. Take the answer. You were talking about skill, right? Out of the topic because this is difference between knowledge and skill. Even the skill comes from knowledge, but you should remember that females are coming for the next word. Don't come below point, don't get to the topic. Moderator, now we're talking about freelancing. Rajmal Hassan from Dhaka University Department of Marketing Station at 1819. Mina University Department of English Language and Literature 1819. They invested enough money and time in freelancing and learning education. But here's the field. Something happened with Maria Garcia, John, Delphine, Mohammed, Blackwood, and many more. Information collected from www.touristpinner.com. Integrating the topic with the reality is different because many do not contact freelancing and the profession is possibly foreign languages. Now let's discuss the top foreign languages different other cultural knowledge. Mother tongue. Mother tongue is a tool. Tool is a person experiences social norms, rituals, and that is their culture. But all culture get destroyed when they started using foreign languages. Because while using foreign languages, they don't only use the languages but also use their culture. For example, native people of Bangladesh will be quoted from India, anime, a very famous thing, which is in World War II. Published in Japan. Now I'll show a bit of a statement that is normalization of English lost American language and custom dictionary published in international forum. When negative impact of English taught our language, the new generation could be the region published in key role of education system. Actually discuss English as a global language. So my question is that how can it be marketed to the mother tongue? For this other culture, but it's hoping to be logical answer. Students also talking about acquiring knowledge, you cannot but talk about practicing science. The present is the age of science. Practicing science is immense in order to reach the peak of development. Because it plays a crucial role in advancement of knowledge, technological progress, information making, critical thinking, and global challenges. And if it's an old mother tongue, then it will have no limits. And article shows that education research. Most countries that can with industrial revolution have been put to the old mother tongue. According to my opinion, in order to practice it, we need to know foreign languages, how communities. People want to make technology common people interested in all its mother tongue. Information collected from Bangladesh Bigashika Group, Operation Published
সবাইকে টিভি শিক্ষা মাতৃভাষাতে পড়াতে পারছে বেকার যখন পারছে সময়কাল How can you say foreign language is better than mother tongue? And so many parents can read the king of the world and texting something like mother tongue. Don't you think I can make the nonsense? Don't you? Poor principal answer. Honorable moderator, I have to repeat the key point of the wide communication, globalization, linguistically diverse, multicultural and foreign languages, global market, freelancing, international, etc. So, honorable moderator, if it was nature different, we can't see another language activities. I couldn't admit to the acting of the heart by good about the illustration at the end. In the end, I want to say as a poor both to meet the other evolution like the opponent tell me that more effective will never ever be dead. More effective than the following in acquired knowledge. Thank you, everyone. Please welcome my so much.
Thank you very much, Dr. Kobi, the team leader from the position team. Actually, debaters function as awareness raising agent, and as such, your explanation between your differentiation between acquisition of knowledge and skill is interesting because we know that knowledge and skill these are different. First, you be knowledgeable and then you can be skilled. Now it is time for Akin Joy, team leader from opposition team. Please come up with your debate.
Where knowledge is limited, intellect is stuck, freedom is impossible there. That means জ্ঞান যেখানে সীমাবদ্ধ, বুদ্ধি সেখানে আদর্শ, মুক্তি সেখানে অসম্ভব. Headed by prominent literary magazine Shikha. However, thank you, moderator, for giving me the floor to deliver my speech. The debate is continued and we are debating on the mother tongue is more effective than a foreign language in acquiring knowledge. For very logical reasons, my team and I have stood strongly against the motion. And the team leader against the motion. Honorable moderator, since my word opponents failed to stand logical evidence supporting their motion, they are pursuing the importance of foreign language and skill as an out topic, which is just like my word opponents, you can't judge the effectiveness of something without knowing its importance. Thus, the importance of foreign language is not out of the topic today. However, present honorable moderator, team judges, word opponents, by Solomon, greetings. Knowledge is like a deep sea to a great ocean. Knowledge could not be confined, should not be confined, and just impossible to be confined. But it's a matter of great contempt that my opponents confine knowledge only to mother tongue. Previous speakers of my team have already clarified today's topic on various discussions and arguments to make my words opponents understand that they are in a wrong argument. But unfortunately, my like that's why they are not listening to us. Now, I'm here to make them clear about dialect, mother tongue, and state language. Dialect means mother tongue. Mother tongue means dialect. Because the mother tongue of a baby in a certain region is the dialect of that region. Thus, mother tongue and dialect are not different, rather the same thing. According to this viewpoint, a news was published on Quora.com 2024, where we can find there 6.9 billion mother tongues in more than 195 countries, from which only 7,139 are officially recognized. Here, India has 195,000 mother tongues, China 80, Russia more than 40, Germany 20, Japan 30, US 350, Mexico 364, and Bangladesh 38. I repeat, Bangladesh has 38 mother tongues, from which only one is officially recognized. That means our state language, which is Promito Bangla Bhasha, or Standard Bengal language, which is only the mother tongue of the people of Kushtia, Meherpur, and Joshua. And through this state language, all the books of our country are written. Let me hear you the difference between state language and mother tongue through some examples. This is the mother tongue of the people of Chattogram, and its standard form is again. And Quran is done. This is the mother tongue of the people of Sylhet. But its standard form is ডাকে বেশি again দো তোমার বেটায় বেবাকের লগন একটু ফ্যাশন বাজাইতেছে this is the mother tongue of the people of Mauritius but we acquire knowledge in the language আপনার ছেলে সবার সাথে শুধু শুধু ঝগড়া করছে we acquire knowledge in state language not our individual's mother tongue not only in our country but also in every country of the world that means internationally books are written in state language not in individual's mother tongue and in case of higher education those books are written in common language that means English. In this regard, I can show some proof to stand my view that language learning is the priority for 21st century published on published on foreign languages are an important priority in education published on Turkey Minister Golden Age. Learning foreign languages should be a priority published on medium.com. The power of language skills in a globalized village is immense published on heritage.com. Then how can you say that mother tongue is effective word importance of mother tongue in terms of international perspective is so minor? Hope will give me a logical answer. My opponent asked me a question that foreign language destroys culture and knowledge. Seriously? Knowledge? My word, the opponent. Knowledge can never be destroyed. Rather, lack of knowledge causes destruction. There are different cultures in different regions in our countries. Actually, our country is a culture of diverse culture. Are you trying to say that if we move from one region to another, our culture will be destroyed? No, my opponent, no. Culture is changing all the time. You can't say the change of culture means the destruction of culture. So please, don't waste our time by using such type of stupid and illogical questions. Everything has a language. Subjective knowledge has also language. Likewise, mathematics, astrology, geology, and have their own language. In this regard, I will show some proof like language of mathematics published on GADF, language published on Mail, the language of astrology published on Jewish News. These languages are not our mother tongue, but we acquire knowledge in these foreign languages, which are unfortunately foreign languages for us. My opponents are totally forgetting that the language through which they are debating today is also foreign language. And how can you say that mother tongue is more effective? My opponents asked me another question that there are many countries who are developed by practicing science to their own mother tongue. My worthy opponent, I have already proved that science has its own language. It can never ever be one's only mother tongue. Thus, the practice of science, you are indirectly supporting foreign language. That means you are supporting us. That's why thank you so much. My opponents are telling true and half false. It's true that mother tongue is effective, but the fault that they are telling is mother tongue is more effective than a foreign language, which is totally wrong. It's a humble request to my opponent that please either the whole truth or complete false. So don't put on the probe of that or who should know me topic bhayankar. However, thank you, moderator. In the light of my discussion, I strongly can say that mother tongue can never ever be more effective. Rather, foreign language is more effective than acquiring knowledge. Thank you, moderator. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Afternoon Joy. We are again delighted to hear such a nice debate. And actually, another dimension that you added to our debate is higher education. Which language should be there in higher education? It's an interesting twist. From this twist, let us take another chance for rebuttal. So we can invite at this moment. I'm inviting the team leader from position team for rebuttal argument. Please. It's okay.
Hey. বলো বলো
Thank you, Simjade, for giving me second time last time. Moderator already mentioned that not only Bangladesh but also many countries for their own mother tongue, like Netherlands, Catalonia, Kiwi, Serbia, Nepal, etc., etc. Those mothers tried for the mother tongue because they knew and foreign would not be able to share a core understanding kind of knowledge. I'm not going to end the way the point. Now I want all of people to listen. I'm going to take a picture of my wife, the point, and don't have the wife, the Do you know that? The leader position team asked that question that how can we become mother tongue is more effective, but the importance of making the national perspective in mind or not take down that. I don't understand why I'm telling what's that investigating when the picture given to mother tongue. Now, my question to my opponent is that if foreign language is more effective than mother tongue, then why declare international mother tongue means to declare international foreign language? Why my opponent's hope will give the logical answer. Morita, the leader position asks another question that more effective we are also depending on foreign language. Take the answer. Morita, we all can read, but can read in English version too because our teacher the English books in our own mother tongue language translation can put it in people to we have to have Bangla ki pora hai. But before exam like BJS, I mean biology we have to have the Bangla version in which is that. Yes, I have BJS depending on foreign languages. So you're supporting your mother that means for this thank you. And then the policy you are using Bangla proverb or Bangla sentence in order to teach us because you also knew that English will not get mother tongue with. And the strongly think that mother tongue is more effective than foreign language and acquiring those. Thank you everyone.
Thank you very much, team leader from the position team. Now, we are waiting for the team leader from the opposition team for rebuttal.
Knowledge is power. Information is liberty. Education is the premise of progress in every society, in every family. Headed by Coffee Anand. However, thank you, Honorata, for giving me second chance. Honorata, my opponent leader asked me a question that why UNESCO declared International Mother Language Day? My word, the opponent. International Mother Language Day was declared as a step to save the worst languages from extinction. The theme of International Mother Language Day is multilingual education is the pillar of intergenerational learning. Here, as the term multilingual education is stated, that means UNESCO has also foreign languages, not mother tongue at all. I hope you got your answer. Another braille, a form of written language for blind people. Currently, more than 6 million people in the world use this braille language. According to WHO, there are more than 1.3 billion people and 70 million people in the world who live with deaf mute and hearing loss. That means they can't talk. What's the opinion about these 1,376 million people who can't in their mother tongue? Will you again say that these 1,376 million people are also out of this topic? Will you? No, you can't make them by claiming that mother tongue is more effective than foreign language. If you take a little look, you will understand that all evidences and arguments that my opponents have shown earlier, starting from the Bengali people, we all have shown two developed countries my opponents have mentioned are all on the basis of state language, not in mother tongue at all. Seems like they are debating today on the state language, not in mother tongue. Honorable, the most common thing that my opponents have mentioned earlier is the language movement. How stupid. Do you have already lost your mind that don't you know that language movement was for the establishment of state language, not mother tongue? Honorable, I am seeing my word. The opponent situation is that opponent to যেখান থেকে শুরু করে সেখানেই ফিরে আসে. That fools are my opponents because they keep coming back to the same place again and again that mother tongue is more effective, mother tongue is more effective, and mother tongue is more effective. But foreign language is more effective, foreign language is more effective, and foreign language is more effective. Thank you, Marisa. Thank you all.
Thank you very much, team leader from opposition. Okay, so the topic that we just listened to right now, the debater is speaking for and speaking against the motion. Actually, if we think it from academic point of view, then I would say that it is a topic of sociolinguistics. Sociolinguistics is a branch of linguistics where we study the relation of language with society, how society determines the language or how language determines a society. So I felt that I was in a class of sociolinguistics for this time. So thank you, my little scholars, for your such advanced talk. Now it is time for our calculation of the scores that we have provided. I would like to request some volunteers to help us with this calculation.
সবগুলো একজনই করবে
Okay, so I'd like to request Mr. Fokul Islam again to take charge of the program. Thank you.
Thank you, sir, for giving the floor. Now, I would like to request to our honorable judges to evaluate the performance of our debaters and leave valuable comments on it. First of all, I would like to request the Abdul Halim sir to present your valuable opinion.
Assalamu alaikum. Actually, while I was listening the debate, I became really very spellbound. How it is for the learners of the remote areas to show their performance so nicely. I think while they were giving their counter arguments or their facial expression, body language, everything was very excellent. I was at a loss. How can I actually differentiate between the two teams? Because both the teams did very well. But we have to give the positional way. This is the positional way to select one best. So we have to wait for a bit for the declaration. Which thing will be the good one. But I would like to say that listening their performance, if I were the students of multiple comments, it would be better for me.
Thank you, sir, for your nice comments. Now, I would like to call upon to our honorable judge, Mr. Khairul Anam, to provide your valuable speech.
Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. At the very outset, I'd like to offer a lot of congratulations and my heartfelt respect to my honorable sir, Muhammad Harun, Associate Professor of University. Dear audience, dear contestants, actually, I'm tremendously delighted having the wonderful performance that have been shown by the debaters. Both the teams have done equally well, and their performance is certainly amazing. We have tried the level test to include a lot of information from different authentic sources. At the same time, their pronunciation, body language, eye contact, as well as their logic, anti-logic argument, and counter argument, all the things are so much nice, excellent. And during their age, it was impossible for most of us to deliver lecture in front of a big audience in that way. I strongly believe that in course of time, they'll be able to win the heart of everyone just after entering the higher education. And finally, I would like to offer a lot of thanks to the authority concerned for inviting me, as well as my honorable sir and Halim sir, to this grand program. Thank you very much.
Thank you, sir, for your valuable comments. Finally, I would humbly request to our honorable moderator to deliver your valuable comments in this session.
Thank you very much, dear anchor. Actually, I'm very happy to welcome all of the persons sitting in front of me. Firstly, I'd like to mention the two honorable judges sitting beside me. They are very much competent. And as he mentioned that he is one of my students, I had the opportunity to teach. And while I was teaching him, I found that he is more competent than I. That's my ignorance. And he received the best grade that I ever gave to anyone. That's the one thing. And now, the concerned authority of this institution who does not miss the opportunity to invite me. And I also take the opportunity very delightfully to come over there because it is an area of education. It's an area of knowledge. And I was mesmerized last time listening to such a small debaters, the small students who were debating so competently, so scholarly. I was actually very happy with their scholarship. And today, the topic is actually my area. I teach social linguistics at Kumele University, and then I actually make my students integrate in the debate of languages. Which language? First language, which is the mother tongue. Second language, which is English, or a foreign language, which might be something else, like Russian or French or whatever else. And also we have some other questions. First one is mother tongue. That they explained what mother tongue means. That is very important. And then we have the other word, more effective. What is effective? And then we have another important term, that is acquisition of knowledge or acquiring knowledge. And this is again another domain where we can debate. And then finally, as I was talking about that other domains, different domains by revealing themselves through the speech of these little scholars. So we have different types of knowledge like formal domains and informal domains. In an informal domains, mother tongue excels. But for a formal domain like education, higher education, university education, school life education, what is the language that does better, that fares better? It is definitely the second language, the international language. That's why at the last moment I was telling you that the mention of higher education is making the twist. Because if you now close your eyes and take away English from our university, can you take it back? English language from our university, which is considered a foreign language in our country. And another strong argument was that you are debating for mother tongue, but you are getting educated in English version. So this is ironical, self-contradictory situation. But still, your position was good, and your counter arguments these were also excellent. And I'm not explaining all these things in detail, but I'm just only giving you the hints that were actually I think my little scholars will understand it more because you know that the twist, you have to understand the twist. And higher education. So if you close your eyes and you take back English language, how do you get there? In the area of higher education, in universities, the language, and also the other evidences. For example, I was very happy to get that you are mentioning Stephen Krashen, who is a theorist in second language acquisition, and John Locke is a philosopher, and as well as Noam Chomsky is still a man working relentlessly in after his 19th year. So that is the legend in this domain of knowledge. And actually, we have the other function of debaters is that personally I hold that all the debaters are liars. Similarly, the lawyers too. Because they must win themselves for their clients. So this is not bad, but from moral point of view, we are all right. You're all right because you know and you have to win. That is the motto, that is the thing. We have information and counter information. We have logic, we have counter logic. We have arguments, we have counter arguments. But it is survival of the fittest, survival for the fittest that you have to make ensure. Okay. So telling all these things, I would like to finish my speech over here. Thanking again the authority, the audience who is sitting in front of me, and most importantly, the little scholars for whom this event was so nice and so lively. Thank you very much, everyone. Just I would like to request you to wait little bit more so that we can sum it up. We have individual sports, but we need to sum it up. Okay, now I am requesting Khairul Anam sir to continue while I am making the final calculation. Please, sir.
জি
Actually, I finished my
গত
speech.
বছর
Despite that, I'd like to draw your attention, especially for the debaters who want to be debaters in future. We have tried to level this to perform nicely, excellently, and we have to so much relaxed. But I would like to draw your attention to one thing. Some of the performers have tried their level best to attack personally to the council. In the area of debate competition, that is not acceptable. For example, one of you have said, "Koila dhurite moila jay na," but will take no other dhuri. And also, one of the debaters have mentioned that, "Naks pe na janle uthan bata." Such types of negative sentences and the words are not accepted. You must maybe deduct not fair. If you are invited by Dr. Or by BTB or other organization anywhere, you have to remember that you have to show your argument by information, presenting information, statistical data, and other things, but never try to attack your counterparts by using some affected words and sentences. Have you understood? And in that case, you may not be debating properly. But we haven't counted this thing here, but we have to remember for the future. Thank you very much.
কলেজের স্টুডেন্ট আছে কি?
জি না, আমাদের কলেজটা 26 থেকে শুরু হচ্ছে, কলেজ শুরু হয়
শুরু হবে
জি 11 থেকে 10 পর্যন্ত আছে SSC level।
এটা কবে প্রতিষ্ঠিত হয়েছে?
এটা হচ্ছে 2003, 21 years
থেকে বিশেষ কিন্তু কলেজ ছিল
কলেজ
6 থেকে 12।
চার অথবা পাঁচে একবার মানে কয়েকদিন ক্লাস
তখন কি ছিল আমার যেহেতু ভবিষ্যৎ ছিল ভবিষ্যৎ আনোয়ার ছিল বাংলা আছে না ইংলিশ ইন্ডিয়াতে ছিল তখন চলে গেছে ইন্ডিয়াতে তখন চলে গেছে ইন্ডিয়াতে পরে আসছে আনোয়ার আনোয়ারের পরে আসছে রাজীব রাজীবের পরে আসছে সাইফুল অন্তরীক্ষণ আছে
সময়টাতে আমাদের মানে স্কুল চলতেছিল বলা হয়েছে ব্যবস্থা করতেছি বলার পরে আমি বলেছি আর কি।
বাংলা ভাষা জি হ্যাঁ
স্কুলে স্কুলে চালায় ছিল প্রোগ্রাম ছিল বলার কারণে কাজ করতে এই জিনিসটা জি আমার সাথে পরিচয় আছে আমরা দুজন আর কি স্কুলে দুইজন আমাদের দুই ভাষা বাংলা ভাষা আর হচ্ছে জি ইংলিশ ভাষা বাংলা এবং ইংলিশ মিলে প্রায় 1200 শুরু
Okay, welcome back. Sorry for keeping you waiting for some time. Actually, we was calculating. Now it is the time to announce the result. Actually, competition is the matter. Winning or losing, that doesn't matter. We have participated very vibrantly with a fierce attitude that we will not lose, we will win over. That is the thing. So at this moment, I'd like to take the opportunity to who is the best debater, or I should start with the third debater. So we are mentioning the name of 3 debaters. First, it is the COVID. From opposition team, you have done third best. That means your position is third. And then the second best. That means your position is second. And now I would like to take the opportunity to mention which name. Do you have any suggestion? She is very tense. Okay. The one who was also probably the first debater in last time. Afrin Jui. Thank you very much. Congratulations. So you did very well. Excellent. Now, before the judges decide which team did better, may I get the audience to decide which team do you think should win over? The position, for position, how many of you? For the position, your judgment is not the final judgment, but it is a public opinion.
Raise your hand.
Both are equal, but we have to make one team winner. Okay, the position team wins over. Who support it? Who does support it? The position team wins. Raise your hand. No. No one for the position team. And another one. The opposition team wins. Who support it? So, from democratic point of view, we see that it is the opposition team that wins over. I have to look at again to my. What do you think? I think we are also democratic. So we cannot go beyond your results. So you think that the opposition team has won over? We also think so. So it is the opposition team who wins over. Yes. Thank you very much. Thank you. And we have the total score. The opposition team got 227.5 is the total score. And the opposition team got 235. That is the score. It was a very close, only around 7.5 marks difference. Not a big difference. So you are similar. Both teams are very similar. We'd like to congratulate both the teams. Congratulations to both. Thank you very much. Okay, so that is the result. Okay, so I hope that there should be some risks and needs for the
দাঁড়াও এখানে দাঁড়াও 2 মিনিট লাগবে দাঁড়াও স্যার আর কথা দ্রুত প্রথমে স্যার দ্রুত আসবে
It is the end of the session for this debate competition.